Hmm.
This is all gonna end with Lauren being like, "Man, you all suck."
And Lauren does one that's immediately perfect.
I quite like house number 4. Who did house number 4?
That's Dave.
Yeah, I could tell that about it.
I like Dave's.
Was it the strip logs?
No, it's just got Dave energy. I don't know.
Dave energy.
I like
Dave's
parts of this
looks.
one a lot.
I like Dave's. It looks nice until you look at it from literally any direction that isn't dead on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was trying something where you just have one slope because you can't do overhangs at the back. And also the gable didn't work out well because it's only 2. I'll have to make that 4 and then it will look better.
The difficulty with this specific building as well is that it's so thin. So there's
Yeah.
like very little that you can do with it.
Yeah.
I do think that these little like divots that you guys put into the walls here, I'm assuming this is Chaos's.
That's Michael's.
Ah, this is Michael's.
But
Okay, I just
the
remember you
divots-
mentioning
But I
that
think
you
we did all talk about the divots
Yeah,
last
the
time.
divots were an idea that you, me, and Michael came up collaboratively. I think I was like, what if we do like the thing we did at the ship with that divot? And then you and Michael were like, hey, that's an idea.
It is
And
good.
That's why I thought this
So
was
then-
yours, because
yeah,
I
me
remember
and-
you mentioning it at first.
Yeah,
so
Michael
thought
and
that
I
Oh
was
yeah,
both
this one's
took
mine,
that.
and I'm not pleased with the way that my roof turned out.
Come over here, Lauren. Look at this house right here. What would you say is your favorite part of this one?
This one?
Yeah,
Okay, so I couldn't tell which one you were going towards.
this one. What's your favorite part?
I
of it?
like the usage of the different like the bricks and the wood. I don't love the windows.
Oh no,
Oh,
Troy! Her
no.
least favorite part was your idea.
Oh no!
It's the
Oh,
exact
Troy.
opposite. This is the
I actually
self-fulfilling
do
prophecy.
like those.
That's
to
the
be
exact
honest.
opposite of what he
See,
concluded.
The only problem with the windows, I actually quite like the design of them. The only problem is you'll never be able to put glass in them.
I know. I said that.
Yeah.
I said
That's
that.
true, but like,
It's-
there's nothing wrong with an
Yeah,
opening.
I was building, dude. I wasn't paying attention to anyone else.
I
wish I
don't
could put glass
mind
in there.
that you can't put glass in them. The only issue that I have with them is that they're too low. I want them to be 1 block higher.
Oh, they
because
are a
right
little
now
low
you have
on
to
the
like
exterior.
crouch to look through them, and it's
They
just
look
like
good on the
it's not a good
outside.
height.
They do
I
look
think
really
if they
good on the
were 1
outside.
block, they
Well,
do
just
look
don't
good on the
ever
outside.
just don't ever be in the inside of the building.
Yeah.
Because
we
like
don't-
think about this, like if you put like a crafting table right there, like that
yeah.
doesn't look good.
Everybody who's walking by can see what you're crafting.
Exactly. But I do like the concept. I just think they need to be 1 block higher.
Who's
Troy
building,
in chat. Oh no, oh no, oh no, all caps. I'm retiring.
who's building was I love chiseled stone.
That's Lone Wolf.
Lone
Yeah,
Wolf, I
that's-
liked
that's
it
got Lone
before
Wolf
when you
written
had
all over
the porch.
There's a
Yeah,
porch.
I wasn't feeling it.
Lone Wolf, I just like, maybe it's me, maybe it's Maybelline, but I think, quite possibly, my most hated block in Minecraft is gravel. My second most hated block is stone being used for something that isn't, like, underground, or like a mountain. I just hate the chiseled stone is fine, but I despise the look of smooth stone, like, in being used for a building.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I will say, Chaos, I honestly think I like yours the most, and it's because you used a variety of colors.
Yeah, I do
think-
like the
I
mix
think
of
the
colors
finished
that
product
you
is
and
really good.
Dave both used.
I like Dave's concept, but I feel like Dave's concept would do better for another town where they aren't all pressed in like this.
Yeah,
True.
I can get behind that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lauren,
Yes.
and no interruptions from anybody. Spruce plus oak.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Cool. What would you say if I was to say that one of the descriptions of these was that there was too much contrast and not enough contrast? Verbatim description.
That sounds like
Sure.
something. That sounds like something either Michael or Chaos said.
Don't lump me in with him. Don't lump me in with him.
I did not
Um,
like the way that spruce and oak looked together.
Michael.
Yeah, which is also fair. I mean, you don't. Not everyone has to like the same combinations.
Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't be able to dunk on people if there weren't wrong people in the world. That's why we have Michael and RTK around.
I'm just trying something.
Not including me
that's
in
fine.
that
Do
is
whatever you
possibly the
want.
nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Well, you know, I was the lead into
We've only
the
got so many
bit was,
numbers.
yeah, the lead into the bit was like on your side basically, so I had to
Yeah.
make a value call based on comedy.
Very acceptable. I can get behind it.
Anyways, Lauren, my conclusion by the end of this was, all right, cool, we'll all do bad, and then Lauren will take all the concepts and put them together somehow to make a good house.
Yeah. I could have made my roof look good if we were allowed to like have space to do overhangs.
That's the
but,
entire
like,
point of this
I
is
know,
that you
I
don't
know.
have
Overhangs is the
space.
problem.
Any of us could have made a better roof if we didn't have limitations.
I'm just
So yeah, Lauren, I think
disappointed.
our basic question is, with all our ideas that yours are better than, how do we make buildings with no space for that kind of roof work? I mean, the other option, I suppose, and I don't know how people feel about it, is to make them similar to like the mining building.
I actually just had an idea. And I don't even know if I like it, but I'm going to say it out loud so that everyone can give their input. And if we
No
all
roofs.
universally hate it after I've said it aloud, we'll say that it was Slyro's idea.
Cool, I'm in
But-
for it.
If we all universally love it, then we'll say it was Jet's idea and congratulate her when she shows up. With the buildings being so close to one another, what if we just put probably soapstone, whatever the roofs are primarily made out of, what if we just put soapstone slabs so it's like the pathways in between are roofed themselves?
I didn't want that.
You got it.
All right, Lauren, come here. I gotta show you something.
Sorry.
Sure.
Okay.
Say that
like-
again, Chaos.
Come here.
I'm with you.
We gotta go far away because Chaos is gonna yell at me if he sees me doing this.
Like that the whole way through. Where
Don't
they're
like
between.
that.
No, I don't know.
I could get behind it if it wasn't grass below, so it was like you had little alleyways going through the houses.
Are you ready? You might want to stand
Yeah.
back.
Could I mean we could fill up like the alleyway specifically with more of this smooth stone.
RTK.
Yeah. All right, let's fix this so he doesn't yell at me.
All right, universally hated. We'll call that one Slyro's idea.
I didn't know you could do that. You know.
I didn't know you could either. I ran out of dirt.
It's all right. I think when it
I don't
blows the
think
stuff
that
up,
that's a
it
What
puts
do
bad
you
the
mean?
dirt
idea.
We're
in
trying
my
to get something
inventory.
accomplished here. What are you
No, no.
distracting Lauren with?
Nothing.
Nothing. We're just
Lauren is
having
our
fun in the
MVP
woods. It's
right
okay.
now.
What are you doing back here, RTK?
Nothing.
I'm right here. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Busted.
Slash kill?
Nothing. No, I got 21 levels. Please.
Hey,
I
Lauren.
cleaned up my mess. Don't worry.
Lauren?
Hmm.
good.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I
Bad idea, Slyro. Back to the drawing board. Destroy.
Here's what I'm thinking. If
Yeah.
this one here doesn't have an overhang, there's room for mine to have an overhang. And then mine will look better, and yours I already like.
We're gonna
So
make
that's-
them. We're gonna make the buildings like ununiform.
yeah.
I mean, would that is like
If we end up making the homes not uniform, I refuse to let lone wolves continue to exist in this world.
Entirely fair.
That,
I mean,
that stone
alternatively-
ain't it, bruv.
alternatively, I mean, we could just like I mean, I do like yours the most with the pattern. We could just all do that on all of them.
Yeah, but the
And then we
thing
don't have to
is,
worry
it
about the
looks good on
overhang.
that house. Will it look good on the bigger houses?
Who knows?
I don't know if it will. That's the issue. Michael?
What?
I'm gonna do something to the roof that you built.
That's fine. Do whatever you want.
Thanks.
Lauren, Lauren, hey, congrats. You're a head constructor now over all 4 houses. Make it work.
Michael, put the
Okay.
chocolate bars back on. They look better. Or
I
give
thought
me
you
the
were
chocolate bars. I'll
like
go make
I
my
thought
house.
you like hacked into my webcam or something because I literally am opening a chocolate bar right now.
I might.
Hey, Dave.
Hello.
We need to, at some point, build a house... Shroom, come here. We need to, at some point, build a city. Like, you know where we buried Patrick up on that giant plateau one?
Sure.
Right past RTK's house, that biome that goes super high up?
Uh-huh.
On the side of that biome, we need to build, like, the Western Air Temple from Last Airbender and make these houses on the sides of the building. Or on the sides of the mountain.
Ones.
Yeah, like what you were doing. Because if you do them on the sides of the mountain like that, you only see them from one direction from the front. The back will be the mountain.
Back in. This is true. And on the one hand, I entirely agree that we need to do this. On the other hand, I think we might want to try and perfect towns on the ground before we try a city on the side of a mountain.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think a city on the side of the mountain sounds easier at this point.
It is.
Making a normal town
Absolutely
is
is.
difficult because, like, how do you make, like, a normal town look interesting? When you're doing a town, like, that's built into the side of the mountain, you're, like, half of the awesomeness is already built in with the fact that you're making a home on a mountain.
And we can do bridges made out of fun things.
Yeah, we
Michael.
can use iron chains, and Michael can say he hates it again.
Yeah?
Where can I access more of the blocks used for
No,
this
iron chains are
bridge?
good.
Here.
What, soapstone? I just put a bunch in a chest in here.
There are, yeah, it's also in chests.
We will have to do that. That'll have to be a creative stream, quite obviously, because there's going to be a lot of falling off the side of mountains.
I don't know. I
the
think
fun
that
part.
means we have to do it not... Well, first of all, Dawnstone armor. Second of all, constantly falling off the side of the cliff face sounds funny.
I mean, there is that.
You
I
just put a
really
safety
like
pool of
the
1 block of
idea-
water around the mountain. You're good.
Also, we only get so many creative streams. Creative streams, we really need to be like... We
Focus
only do
on
a
the
creative
tower.
stream if we're making if we're building something that getting the resources for is a nightmare. Like
Yeah.
Relgum Tower, do you know how much iron we've used and we're like maybe halfway done?
Yes.
If even that. Like that would have been impossible. Michael, I walked over to the mansion, which was a mistake, because as soon as I saw what we were doing last time, I was like, I don't want to put up with this nonsense, and now I'm walking away again.
I did we ever get Lauren to look at that? I think we did.
I don't know. I'm not satisfied with it, even if Lauren is. I'm honestly almost at the point where I'm like, it needs to be cleaved, like raised back to the ground and started again. The roof, not the mansion.
Right, yeah.
Honestly. I'm kind of what I'm thinking is there just needs to be more... I don't know how to do it, and maybe it's just a matter of doing it almost at random, but I think there just needs to be an amount of, like, this is too flat. There just needs to be raised and lowered spots, like, throughout the roof, and then, like, a couple of big spots that go up high, like these things we have at the front, and then the, like, observation bit I wanted in the center. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody
Kind
near
of.
a trade machine.
I don't know. I've had trouble like visualizing exactly what your like end goal with the roof is.
I don't really have, like, I'm not even visualizing it. I'm just kind of
Yeah.
saying, like, it is too flat right now.
Certainly, yeah.
And taking it uniform from the edges up more, I don't think will work. Is basically the conclusion I've come to. Unless you think otherwise.
The only other thing I can think of that we can do to make it less flat without like making it just a slope up is like say we've got this sort of slope here, go in for a little bit of flat, slope up a little bit more, then a little bit more flat, then another slope, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm kind of... so hear me out. I'm kind of thinking similar to what you just said. So, like, right here at the front, right?
Yeah. Yep.
We go up, maybe come in, like, one block, and then we slope up a little bit more again, right? That's what you were saying.
Sure, basically.
Yeah. So then what if from, like, right here at the entrance we slope in a bit, but then towards this direction, like, on this side, it slopes back down a little bit, and then it slopes back up into, like, a little spire like this. So that it's not just constantly ascension, it's got some, like, down and up throughout it.
I think I can visualize that, and I do like
All
the way
right.
that
Do you
looks.
think it's a bowl or a tube?
Neither. But I don't know how to create that.
I don't
with
either,
blocks.
and I'm starting to think that it's just a matter of like, hey, forehead, place blocks until you get it right.
So Minecraft
Yeah,
is.
Yeah, I mean,
Which
I've
is a bit of a
seen
nightmare.
roofs like that in Minecraft, but I just do not have the like mental dexterity to understand like how to make it look that way.
I know, and I think most of the problem is that I hate stairs.
I love stairs.
Yeah,
I'll place
stairs
stairs
are
for you.
Alright, so here's the real question, Michael. Question number 1. Do we try and salvage this at all, or tear it down? I think we definitely tear down the fences. Fence idea gone.
Yeah, fence is gone. I think that the whatever we were doing with these towers was a admirable idea, but I think it probably should come down.
Alright, so I agree. First, let's take it all back down to brass tacks.
Alright.
You know what we should do while Lauren is fixing those houses?
What?
We should get Lone Wolf and Shroom back over here and lay out the window patterns again so that we can argue about it for like 30 minutes.
Did we never come to a conclusion?
No, there was no consensus. It was just a
nice.
bunch of like 6 different people having a different opinion every time.
Nice.
I think you and I are still on the checkerboard train.
I think so, yeah.
It hurts to have to take this down, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
I think we can take this knowledge and do something. Oh, this is where Lauren told me that she was watching a stream once where I was putting the steps on top of this, and she was like, I had to stop watching.
It was killing me.
Don't ever tell Slyro that, because he'll hold it against me forever, because there are times when he's playing Sly too, and I'm like, I have to die now. That man was fighting the first boss in Sly 2 the other day, and I didn't get to watch it until before stream today. My man went through 90% of the boss fight, said, am I supposed to be doing something else? Like, how many times do I have to hit him or whatever? There's a giant health bar at the top right of the screen with an image of, like, a stylized version of the boss's face that is, like, 90%. He's brought it down slowly throughout the fight, and he's like, I don't know if what I'm doing is right. Like, how many hits does he take? This feels like it's taking too long. And then he lost the fight.
Oh, nice.
And then
I
did it
love
again.
Sly.
I do love Sly, but I was just watching that like, my dude, like, your health bar is at the top left. You know where your health bar is. And then I'm like, the boss's health bar is to the top right. You just refuse to look at it. Like,
Sometimes he just does stuff in Elden Ring that I thought was like.
Slyro is, he's a special brand. It's what makes him fun to watch. Oh, my favorite
Slyro
part.
is truly a gamer.
He truly is. He is one of the gamers of all time. But my favorite part of that video when he was fighting Dimitri, the name of the boss, is he dodged an attack from Dimitri, but Dimitri hit a breakable object near him that made a noise, which is part of the boss fight. There are a lot of the breakable objects you can hide behind them, but then Dimitri like breaks them throughout the fight. Slyro dodged his attack, Dimitri broke the breakable thing, and then Slyro went, what the heck, how did I get hit there? Like, what, like, this game's hitboxes are awful. And I was like, Slyro, you didn't do a hurt animation, you didn't lose any health. Like, he didn't hit you, the hitbox was fine, you dodged it, man. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, man. Classic.
I love him.
I love him too. If only he liked Pixelmon. If only he liked Minecraft, really.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Sounds like he's struggling with all these other games. I don't think he can handle trying to build stuff.
That's what makes it funny, though. I did when he was playing Sly Cooper. This is just talk about Slyro and slightly bag on him day, I guess. He doesn't watch these videos. He'll never know. But I was watching him, and he started talking about, like, I feel like I get a bad rap for people thinking I just don't like open-world games. I kind of like open-world games as long as they're linear enough. And I was like, yeah, I've never bagged on you for open-world games. You just need 100% linearity is what I've always said. Which, you know, is fair to an extent.
I just...
Surprised he can handle Elden Ring. I tried playing some of that at one point. I like legitimately I couldn't figure out where to go.
I don't know anything
Yeah,
about
a
Elden
lot of
Ring
the
stuff.
Soulsborne games are just like, hey, you need to figure out what you need to do and where you need to go. So I don't know why he likes them so much.
I think he just likes fighting the bosses.
I don't know.
I mean, Elden Ring, or Soulsborne in general, is just like, from what you guys are saying, you have to explore, but isn't it just like walk around until you run into a health bar and then do that for like 5
Yeah, I
hours
thought
until
most
you
of the
learn it?
previous ones were very linear.
Yeah, all the Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and even Sekiro is all very linear. But like Elden Ring was the first one where it's very open and like, but the problem being is that with Elden Ring, it doesn't explain, or not Elden Ring, the Souls games in general. It doesn't tell you what you're doing, why you're doing it, and where you need to do it at. Oh, my pick broke. Dang it.
I mean, what you're
So,
doing,
like-
why you're doing, and where you need to be is just like where the boss health bar is, isn't it?
Not necessarily, because like a lot of the times if you're doing side quests or whatever,
The game has side quests?
It does, yeah, but it doesn't tell you where you need to go. You just need to find them.
I was under the impression that Soulsborne as a genre was basically the same layout as Cuphead.
No. There's a lot
Learn
of
something
like
new every day?
hidden lore to items and hidden.
Well, I knew
like,
that as well, but
storylines.
I still
and
thought it was just like walk forward, find boss, beat up boss, walk forward again.
to an extent, but at the same time, you still have to explore these like really intricately designed, complex areas
All right,
to
there we go,
get
it's done.
there.
It's done. Roof is finished.
Let's just put on top of every block, let's just put a fence.
Like, I know in the first
that
Dark
could
Souls, after you get out of the tutorial area, there are 4 different ways you can go.
That's crazy. It's a lot.
That's like every cardinal direction.
Yeah?
That's too many cardinal directions for one man.
You're gonna do it with wood?
Yeah, I was just wondering that as I was placing this. I mean, the thing is how much of the overall mansion look do we want to be stone?
I mean, I feel like we already sort of set up the idea that the roof is stone.
I don't know, because, like, I guess we won't know until we see it, but it's a lot of work to do and then tear down.
Yeah.
Like, I like the edges, like, because it kind of denotes the floors and whatnot, and then it's back to wood. I feel like if I look at the top of the mansion and I see nothing but gray, that's not gonna look good. Like, there still needs to be an element of wood, and I'm almost wondering if it should be, like, do wooden steps for, like, 2 layers and then switch to stone again. So it's still kind of just, like, going up level-wise, I guess? I definitely think that... I definitely think that taking the idea of any steps placed up here should be stone will look bad in the long run. Just by the sheer amount of stone that we'll be putting down. Because, like, I do see where you're coming from, but also, like, at its core, the mansion is dark oak wood.
Yeah. So here, I'm gonna put a picture of something in
Oh, no.
RFC.
Alright.
Is this sort of the general shape design that you are thinking of, like shape-wise, in a sense? Like, not that exactly, but like, sort of like, with those sort of like peak areas.
Kind of to an extent, I guess. I wasn't really thinking that the front would be, like, so... Because this picture that you've shown me here, which chat can't see, which is great commentary, is, like, it's got, like, basically 2 layers to it, right? It's got the 3 spires, the middle, and the 2 on the right, and then, like, 1 on the inner side, or, like, the... And then the middle where it kind of, like, pushes out. That, like, push-out thing I wasn't expecting to, like, go straight up on any of these edges like how this is.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily need to be like, because this is obviously like a much boxier like house in general than what we've got, but like something akin to that, where like we have maybe like we do sort of slope up a little bit more with the roof, and then like inside of that we have like a centralized like spire with the 2 spires on the side, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe. Honestly, Michael, at this point, I think we just have to build something, and then we're probably going to end up breaking it down once or twice, and then doing it again.
Yeah. So
I think we're literally just like, hey, dude, trial and error, have fun. How's it? First of all, quick roll check. RTK, what are you doing unsupervised?
I was digging hole.
nice.
Okay, Shroom, what are you doing?
I've been practicing amending the roof I tried with the knowledge that it might be used with a later build.
Okay, Lone Wolf, what are you doing?
I'm finding somewhere to mine up supplies because I kind of want to redesign my home.
All right. And then Lauren?
I'm messing with the house that Michael built.
Okay.
Diggy hole. Alright, this looks
Are you a dwarf and you're digging a hole?
Why?
diggy hole.
This is exactly what I ran into on the top of the thing, what
Yeah.
you just did there, and Lauren, like, got infuriated having to look at.
It's just like these little like side bits are just like so weirdly shaped. You just sort of have to like deal with it not being an exact like. It's just not gonna happen. I don't know why it can't like. No, stop. It's fine.
I'm trying to fix it.
No, it was fine. I already
No,
fixed
I
it.
almost made it work.
I disagree.
I was trying to do what you were trying to do, but we're failing at. King Leopard, thank you for subbing with Prime for 15 months on a 15-month streak. Greatly appreciated, brother.
Alright, that.
Catch Pokemon or something for chat to do instead of building all day, hopefully? You're at the wrong stream, my dude.
If you want to watch people catch Pokemon, you should perhaps watch a Pokemon stream.
Uh-huh.
This is Minecraft.
It's almost like this is Pokemon added to Minecraft, not Minecraft added to Pokemon. Imagine.
Dude, you would not believe how often I get comments where people are like, oh, it doesn't, like, it's not as often as I'm making it out to be, but I get one, like, every couple of weeks, and I'm like, are you brain dead? Where they're like, you know, for someone who doesn't like Pokemon, you, have done over, like, so and so many hours of a Pokemon game, and I'm like, really, which one? And they're like, Pixelmon, and I'm like, oh, yeah. The Pokemon game. Yeah.
The Pokemon Company.
You already know Nintendo would strike this down more times than you could count. Oh, what am I doing? I need to fill that in with stone.
What are you doing over there? Oh, okay.
Me? I'm just filling in the edges. Surely you're gonna need it, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. How much is this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16.
This is gonna be a problem child right here.
What is?
Come here. What's your plan right here?
4, 6, 10, 12, 14,
Just that?
16,
Probably.
17. Alright, 17
All
to
right.
17.
I mean, you're not going to be able to, like, unless you come up here to the roof, you're not going to be able to really tell, like, what's
Yeah,
going on.
I was wondering about the possibility of maybe doing a layer of slabs somewhere on the way up.
Wait.
Okay.
I need to see if this is a boss.
Oh, that shiny Zubat over there?
It's real!
Oh my goodness, it's an actual shiny Zubat.
Yeah, it is.
Get it, Michael.
Sure would be a shame if
trying.
I got it first.
No, I called dibs on it.
You didn't call dibs, actually. Dibs?
Well, I said dibs first.
No, you didn't.
Oh.
Did you hit it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you got it.
Oh, my legs.
Oh, I need to
Oh, my
remember.
legs.
I hope this doesn't catch because I need to remember that Crobat is pink, not green.
Just never evolve it.
Yeah,
Or
either like
evolve it
Golbat.
So yeah, I
Second
don't
me?
really like. Oh, that's true. I really like shiny Crobat that much. I like Golbat much more.
Shiny Zubat was my first shiny ever.
Same. Pokemon Sapphire, Granite Cave.
Pokemon
I hate
Ruby.
that place. Hate Granite Cave.
What's wrong with Granite Cave?
Oh, you don't know the deep lore.
What?
Granite Cave is it's okay.
No, it's garbage.
Deep?
Shroom, Shroom and Lone Wolf, you guys remember, surely.
What am I being
Try
asked
to
to
find
remember?
it.
You remember why I hate Granite Cave from Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire?
Do I?
It's to do with the Rayquaza.
Oh, I remember this story. I
It's
don't
the
remember exactly how
one.
it goes,
It was
but-
the one and only Gen 3 question I missed on Raiquin's The Raiquiz, and it was the first question. I immediately missed it, and then I answered every other question in like 2.8 seconds following it. Literally every other question I got right, but the very first one was Granite Cave, and I couldn't remember the name of Granite Cave at the time.
Now he'll never forget.
Yep. Hate Granite Cave.
I caught it.
Yay.
What if I had done slash Pokekill when you saw it?
Be really mean.
Be incredibly mean-spirited.
Mean and hilarious.